Guys, Quest Club here, and in today's video, we're going to learn how to use the Scratch program. Before using it, I'll tell you what it is. Scratch program is where you can write your own programs and it will perform it for you. So, before starting this video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's continue. So, I am using Scratch 2. If you're, it is the medium or between that of Scratch 1.4 or Scratch 2 online editor. This is Scratch 2 offline editor. Okay, so the difference between them is Scratch 1.4 is a little bit old version of this, but if you have Scratch 1.4, there is not very much difference between this and Scratch 1.4. There's this little problem with the positioning of the stage. It is on the left side, and in 1.4, this on the right side. A difference between Scratch 2 online editor is it is a little bit more advanced than this. Okay, without wasting any time, let's go what we're going to do. So, we're first going to learn the parts of the Scratch. Before using it, you need to know them. So, the white portion you see on which this cat is called the stage. This is where all sprites are. So, you see, this cat is a sprite. And let's continue. This, you see, the gray part below the stage is also called the stage. Well, and this you could see there's also here also sprite is drawn, and below that is written sprite 1. That image is called sprite 2, and there's also an I button on see the sprite which gives information about the sprite. Let's just click it to show you. Here you can see the information of the sprite 1. Its name is sprite 1. You could just rename it if you want. I don't want to. Here you can also rotate the sprite using this rotation style, you see, or this circular, or you see this dot, or like this also has direction. See, I'm moving this. Okay, just let's leave it where it was. See, if we put the rotation style and change it, now it is going like this. First, when we had chosen this side by side, it was only changing sides, but when we have chosen this, it is moving everywhere. You see every single degree. We'll just use this one, so it is on the right side, and here is dot through which it doesn't move. So I would prefer that you have this on or this while just that changing the direction. So that's pretty much that you need to know about information of sprite. Then I will tell you how to add new sprites. That you can see is this new sprite option below the stage, which is white, and above the stage, which is gray. Okay, there's written sprites and new sprite. Here is the first option, which is choose sprite from library. Scratch has its own library of sprites, so you could just choose from that, or you could just paint new sprite. You could just make your own sprite, or here is upload sprite from file, which is you could just upload a sprite. If you have any picture on the computer, you could just paste that, or new sprite from camera is you could just click your picture and paste it. So these are the 4 options. Let me just show you. Choose sprite from library. You see, this is the own library of this Scratch. So there is categories 2, animals, fantasy, letters, people, and themes also and types. So here is the add new sprite from library. Let's just close this. Second is paint new sprite. I will also show that. You just paint it. You see, I will just draw anything, and you see, there's a sprite too. Let's just remove that. That clearly is not looking good. Okay. Then third option is upload sprite from the file, which here you see is this file. Just leave it. If you want to delete a sprite, you could just click delete button. See, or just right click on it and just save picture of sprite which you don't want to. And here you could see a scissors option, which is the delete option. You could just click it and delete. Huh, that's not working. Okay, that's working. Let's just go back to scripts. So see, there are two options. You could just delete it from here, or you could just go and click on the sprite on the stage, white stage, and press delete, or you could just use the scissor to delete. Okay, so I will just add that cat back because that was very important. Here it is. Okay, so you see, then both the options. Okay, now there is an option through which you could also change the backdrop or background, whatever you want to call it. So here you could see the background, which is white. You could just add it. Here also there are four options, same like the sprites option. Here Scratch also has a library for backgrounds. You could also paint a new backdrop or just upload from your computer or click your photo. Okay, so you know now. Now, we are in today's video going to learn how to use the motions blocks. Well, you see, this is the blocks palette, and here is the scripts area where you just drag and drop your coding. You could also zoom in and zoom out through these buttons. You can see on the right bottom area is the zoom in and zoom out. These are the buttons for the scripts area. Okay, now let's just know about the motions block. So first option you can see is move 10 steps. It is a very simple block. I will just zoom in so it is visible. Here you can see move 10 steps. I will just use it. See, move 10 steps is you can just make the sprite move how many steps you want. You see, when I will click it, it will move 10 steps each time I click. Okay, so I will just change the number of steps. Backspace. Let's put 100 steps. That would be better. And now let's click on it. Okay. Oh, it's moving more than before. Now let's put 1,000 steps. That would be a lot, but still it would be fun. 1,000 steps. And boom! Oh, there it is. See? Here it is. So, you know what is move dash steps. So, if you want to delete, you could just put it back here. Now there's turn dash degrees clockwise. So this button allows you to move any much degrees you want clockwise. Let's just put 90 degrees and move. See, the sprite just moved 90 degrees. Now let's put 180 degrees in it. Oh, it just moved 180 degrees. So see, this option is for moving clockwise. Now for anti-clockwise is this option. Just below the clockwise option, we will just write 90 degrees and see, just moved 90 degrees anti-clockwise, and we will again put 180 degrees, 180 degrees, and now it is moving anti-clockwise. Good. Now here is another option. See, it is for the same purpose. You want to change the degrees of the sprite, but the only difference is there are only 4 options you can use. You cannot enter your own number. You could just make it to point towards right, left, up, or down. See, this is down, and we will just click on it. It is now facing down. Now we will put left. Now it's facing towards the left. Now right, and we'll click on it. Now it's just facing towards the right. So now you know what is this option do. Now here is another very interesting option, which is point towards the mouse pointer, which you can see when you click. I will just put it here. So when I click, it points towards the mouse pointer. See, I clicked, and here, see, my mouse pointer is just on the point towards mouse pointer block, and it's just facing towards the mouse pointer. There's also one more option. I will just add one more sprite for that. I'll just add Abby. Okay, I'll place her here. Okay, now there are 2 options. You see, I'm in the Abby screen. I will just put cat screen. Now there are 2 options. There are mouse pointer and Abby. See, the sprite can also face towards or point towards another sprite. So if I just put Abby, point towards Abby, now it's pointing towards Abby. Now you know what does this option do. It will just, make him right. Now this option is pretty simple. Now you know. Here's an option through which you could just make a sprite go anywhere on screen you want. Just need to add its X and Y. X is, how to go anywhere horizontally, like moving like this. X is moving like this. And Y is moving up and down like that. So if you want here, there is also a here shows where is the mouse pointer right now. So if I place it right here, you can see the mouse pointer is at X 171 and Y 65. We will just add this number, so the cat sprite will come. Where is my mouse pointer? Let's just add a 171X and 65Y. 171X, 1X and 65Y. Now you just click on it. Now you see, the cat is where my mouse pointer was. It is 171x and 65y. So if you want to know where your mouse pointer is, you could just place it anywhere you want to, and then you could just see the x and y, and it will tell you where your mouse pointer is, and you could just type it in blocks and your sprite will come there. So now you know what is this block for. Now there is one more option, go to dash. Just like point towards dash, there's go to dash. There are three options. Go to mouse pointer, random position, and Abby. Just now, there was in the last option you saw point towards dash, there were only two, point towards mouse pointer or Abby. Now there are three, random position also. We'll just show you up to the mouse pointer. It can't come because stage has a limitation, so it can't come at just at the pointer. So you could just also make it come towards Abby. Here's Abby. Go to Abby. Now cat sprite is at Abby. Now the third option, random position. It will go anywhere in the stage. Now let's press it. Anywhere, 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 anywhere. So now you know. Let's just delete this also. Now, this is one of the coolest options ever. It just makes the sprite glide. Glide means it will this just pops up when we put here the options. It just pops up at that position. But if you take this option, glide, dash seconds to dash x and dash y, then it just glides towards there. It's pretty cool. I will just add like now is x minus 55 and y minus 68. Minus 55 and minus, wait a minute. Yeah, that's 68. 68 and 55. And here is the option, how much time do you want to give it to glide. I will just give it around 5 seconds is enough. So glide. So now it's taking exact 5 seconds to go the same position. See, it's pretty awesome. Just we will just place it here and check this again. So you see, this is an amazing option. So we will just, okay, now there is one more. Let's just check this one. So you could just add or subtract x. I just told you what is x. X is left, going towards left or right. So you could just, by using the minus option, you could just go to towards the left, and by plus numbers you could go to right. So it's just like move dash steps, but it is according to the x and y system. So we'll just put 10x. So let's see. That's pretty much same to the move 10 steps. It's pretty much similar to move 10 steps. So here also in move 10 steps you could use minus numbers to go towards the left. I'll just put minus 100 and you see it will go there. Now let's change x also by minus 100. And I changed x by minus 100 and boom! They both work pretty similar. Now the same options go for y. But first, there's one more option, set x to. It's just set x, like this is 117x, there is 17 minus 117x. So let's just set x to minus 27, I think. Let's just add minus 27. See, it just changed its position to minus 27 approximately because my mouse pointer is not facing towards that. So yes, this x is now set to minus 27. We just change it by 56x. Let's just take that. Now you see this sprite is on 56x. So now there is the same option for y also. The only difference is now it will go up and down. Let's see, like change y by 23. Now it will go upwards. See, now it's going 20 upwards by 23 twice. Now you could also just set y to 0. I will just, you see, now it's set to 0. I will just add 47 maybe. Yeah, that would be okay. Now it's on 47. So only 5 left. So let's do it. This option allows, if the sprite is on the edge, it will bounce. Pretty cool, right? Let's just place it on the edge and it will bounce. See, it just bounced. We will just set it at 90 again. So we will put move 100,000 maybe, 1,000 maybe. You know what? Okay, now I will just, I've connected these blocks so it works better. See, I will just play them together. When the sprite touches the edge, it will bounce. Bounce. You see, it just bounced before touching the edge. So that was pretty cool. Now this is set rotation style. See, here it is working. So here is all the options. There are 3 options, which is left to right, don't rotate, all around. I will just show you left to right. See, left, just facing towards left. And now I will show you don't rotate. Now it will just face towards the right. And I will show you all around. So see, it just bent over there. I will tell you, this is pretty much I have not read about, but if you want you could just use it, but I've never heard of it. I'm just using it first time and I never needed it. I don't think you will also, but you could just use it if you want. Looks okay. Now here these 3 options you see allow to show what is the position of the sprite. I'll just allow it so it will show what is the x position of the sprite. This shows the y position of the sprite and which direction. Yeah, that's 90 degrees. See? So it will now show all the information about the sprite. Okay guys, now there will be a part 2 of this video where you will learn about the looks block and sound block and also how to use this. file edit tips about stamp, scissors, the crow, the shrink, this block help. So at the end this video, you could just see the video on the right side if it's been uploaded. If it's not, just wait. Bye guys, thank you for watching this video.